Ibigay nyo na ang ating Christmas bonus. Sige, hingi na anong Christmas bonus. Sabi mo, may Christmas bonus ka eh. Bigyan mo ako. Guys, we are here. We are in Bawang. B-A-U-A-N-G. Bawang. It's about let's see, depending on the gauging the stiffness and soreness of my lower back, it's about a 45-minute scooter ride. Musta? Nandito ba si Rick? Ito siya. Grabe no, ang gwapo. Kala ko artista ito, GMA. Guys, nandito kami sa kaharapan ng Idol's Eatery. Kamusta? Magandang umaga. Naimbaga bigat. Ito si Rick mismo. Guys, tignan nyo, ang ganda ng ng balbas niya. Parang kambal kami. Kamusta kayo po?
Ayos naman.
Ano po ang masarap ngayong umaga?
May labong tayo ngayon, yung bamboo.
Bamboo?
Little bamboo.
Kawayan?
Oo, rabong.
Talaga? Anong lasa dyan?
Gulay siya.
Gulay siya? Masarap?
Oo, masarap.
At tapos ano pa?
Tapos mix-mix.
Mix yun? May beefsteak?
Kanyan, liver.
Ay, liver. Atay.
Oo, atay.
Tapos ano pa?
Dinakdakan.
Oo, masarap yung dinakdakan.
Dinardaraan.
Ano ito?
Dinuguan.
Ay, dinuguan.
Dinardaraan.
Ano yung, ano sabi mo?
Dinardaraan.
Ilocano ba yun?
Ilocano.
Dinardaraan.
Oo.
Dinuguan siya.
O,
So yung
pag Tagalog, pag Ilocano, dinardaraan.
dinardara. Ang hirap ng Ilocano. Awanti pa iti Ilocano. So guys, you're getting a little bit. I've been turning the camera on before I enter. So usually what I do is I enter the Karenderya when I get here, and I say hello. I tell them what I'm gonna do. Literally just that. I say, hey, what's good today? Okay, cool. I'm gonna make a little introduction out front, and then I'll come in. We'll buy the food and just straight to it. So this is a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look, guys. So typically right now is when you guys see me do the whole. Hey guys, my name's Kurt. I like to travel around the Philippines, eating at local Filipino restaurants, practicing my Tagalog. Today we are in Barangay. What did he say? I already forgot. San Luis West. Basta nandito tayo guys sa Bawang at Idol's Eatery. Look at this. It's like a beautiful. It's really big actually. That's a really big place. I was on the drive here. The drive is so beautiful. It just sucks because like I was thinking about a couple of vlogs ago. I was saying like let's do a cross-country drive. I don't know if I could do a cross-country drive, guys, on a scooter because like this was a 45-minute drive with traffic and like my lower back. It just sucks because like this injury that I got from my time in the Marine Corps happened at 18. Like literally like right the last week of training in the School of Infantry. Because boot camp is 3 months, infantry training is 3 months. The very last week of infantry training is when I started to feel back pain from just like carrying all the heavy backpacks. And so this has just been like a curse that's followed me my whole life. It really sucks, but it sucks because like this is something I like riding motorcycles, I like riding scooters, and it just really blows. And every time I do a longer distance one, like last night I was on the phone with Grishelle talking about today's schedule. And she's like, don't hate me, but this is 45 or like a 40-minute drive. I'm like, don't worry about it. Like, it's fine. I can do it. Kaya ko yan. And then I get on the scooter. I don't know. Maybe I'm sitting wrong. I don't know, guys. But anyway, this is my life. This is the life of a military veteran who joined the military way too early. Idol's Eatery, guys. Kung saan natatagpuan ang pinakamasarap na pagkain sa buong mundo. I'm really interested to try the bamboo dish. Oh. Kumusta?
Papanood ko rin mga videos mo.
Oh, talaga? Saan? Sa Facebook?
Oo.
Suki ka dito?
Oo. Tanong mo kay Kuya Amat.
Ay, anong in-order niyo kanina?
Dito sa yung mix at saka yung itong igado.
Yung igado. Masarap yun?
Masarap.
Dapat sa inyo ito?
Oo.
Hello po, up here. Ang lakas mo! Grabe naman. Ang saya. This is so nice out here, guys. Very peaceful, very tahimik. Siguro kuya, pwede kong subukan yung half order at saka pwedeng half order ng pancit. Okay ba yun? At isang takal ng kanin. At siguro yun na lang para sa akin. Sakto-sakto lang. Okay guys, let's get set up here. Guys, may shoutout. Anong shoutout?
Shoutout kay mami niya, Jennifer Martinez.
Oh.
Sa Jones Martinez.
Guys, yan yung tamang shoutout. Kung gusto mong mag-shoutout, dapat sa asawa, sa mga magulang. Mag-ingat kayo, ha?
Okay, bye-bye.
Sige, bye-bye! Bye-bye! Ang cute niya. Thank you, kuya. Okay, guys, look at this. Oy, naku!
Sabaw.
Ay, anong klaseng sabaw?
Baka.
Baka?
Yeah.
Ay, wow! Guys, we got the free soup. Oh, that's fantastic. Ooh, it's hot. Very, very hot. Nothing like hot soup on a 90-degree day. Oh, it's very good. I was thinking about my my military service earlier today because I went for I gotta get some new running shoes because like I have this brand of shoes called Hoka's, Hoka, Hokka, something. I bought them. Hopefully this dog isn't too crazy. I bought them in Manila because my old shoes were just getting worn down, and I have never had so many injuries. Like my calves are just like it feels like I've pulled a muscle in both of my calves twice since I moved here to the Philippines. Because I'll go for a run, and I've run my whole life. I've been a runner my entire life, you know, and I don't know. It's like the inner part of the calf. Like every time I run in these shoes, it just gets really sore. I have to stop running. Okay, bro, calm down. Calm down, bro. And so I think I gotta try different shoes because I posted on my story today on Instagram. I said, man, these shoes are just like not doing me any favors because I've never had this problem before, and so the shoes are the only common denominator. Poor dogs chained up. Let's try this. I'm pretty hungry actually. Pancit ni Kuya galing sa Idol's Eatery. That's good. And we have a no meat breakfast. I already forgot what this was called, what Kuya called this, but I've had this before when I was back here on the mission as a missionary. This bamboo dish, I forget what he called it. You guys will have to tell me in the comments. Okay, bro. No one's here to hurt you. Let's get a little bit more juice on here. Oh, it's sticky. It's like a sticky. You guys see that? It's like sticky. All right, let's try this. Idol's Eatery. It tastes kind of like oh, what's that dish? What's that ulam that I'm thinking of? What is that dish I'm thinking of? That's pretty good. That's what I'm talking about. When people say that Filipino food is unhealthy, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, this is just straight up gulay. That's really good. What is it? The taste reminds me of something. The taste reminds me of something, some other dish. That's very good, guys. I wonder where the recipe comes from. But I went for a walk this morning. I'm sorry I go off on all these tangent, guys. What I meant to say was I was walking this morning because I went to go for a run, but my calf hurts because of these stupid shoes that I have to like replace now. I'm just gonna go back to my old training shoes. I had my last pair of shoes for like 2 years. Hoka, no shade to you guys, but like your shoes are killing my calves. Maybe they're just like not right for my feet. I don't know. But anyway, so I went and walked 6 kilometers this morning because you know you got to keep the taba at bay. And I was thinking about, let's add some pancit. Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy, guys. Bakit hindi? Add some pancit. Let's make it a party. A pancit party. Yep. Yep. That's very good. But anyway, so I was thinking on my walk this morning, I was like, man, my calf hurts. My lower back hurts. Obviously, I'm older now, but I was reflecting on my time in the Marine Corps. And no one else in my family has like the terrible body injuries that I have. Like I have a bad shoulder, I have bad knees, I have a bad back, and it's all from the military service. Actually, no, my little brother Logan, he was in the Marine Corps as well. He was infantry, did 3 tours to Afghanistan. He's pretty messed up too. He's got a bad lower back. He's got ear problems, throat problems. Bro, chill out. But I was thinking about it, and like, I was doomed from the get-go. Because as soon as I joined the Marine Corps, when I joined the Marine Corps, I was 17 years old, peak physical condition. I was on the cross-country team in high school. I was a wrestler. I wasn't on the swim team, but I took swim class every single semester my entire high school career, so 3 years. So I was a very good swimmer. I ran. I lifted weights. I was very, very athletic. I was also a nerd because I was in the. Bro. Oh, it's a female. It's a female dog. I was also in the orchestras, and I played the bass and the viola, so I was a big nerd. So I was kind of had that one foot in both worlds. They had the jock world and the nerd world. But when I joined the Marine Corps, you know, I was first class BFT, physical fitness tests. I was as high as many points as you can get on the physical fitness test. I got those. I always was like one of the most athletic people in the platoon of like 70, 80 people. And then it all went downhill when I went to infantry training. In infantry training, back when I went in the year 2000, it was 3 months long. And during that 3 months, they just push you to the limits. Hold on. They just push you to the limits of your physical capacity because they try to mimic in training what you're going to experience in war. And if you get injured in war, you have to keep going. There's no rest time. So they have a similar mentality in Marine Corps infantry training. And so I went through all 3 months of infantry training. And at the very last week, which, thank goodness, the last week of infantry training is basically just administration. It's admin stuff. You have to fill out paperwork. You're turning in your gear. You're getting ready to get assigned to your Marine unit. For me, what happened was we finished up a 25-kilometer hike with our 100-pound packs. So 100 pounds is like what, 55 kilograms? And we were sitting out in front of the barracks. All of us had our shoes off, our boots off, letting our feet breathe. And this freaking genius next to me, I forget his name, but he was this really tall dude from Wyoming, like 6'4". He had an M203, which it's an M16. You guys know the rifle, the M16 rifle, with a grenade launcher tube attached to the bottom of it. This genius, he stood up, and like I'm like sitting down on the pavement, leaning on my pack, and my feet are on the ground. Ay! Woo! Guys, may pamhimagas. Pinya! Pinya ito!
Pinya!
Hala, ang daming tao. Nagulat ako dyan. Guys, we got some dessert. Some pinya. That smells so... I'm like salivating. Okay, I'm going to save that for later. This... hopefully we can develop the technology where you guys can like smell this, because this smells absolutely fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to eat that. So anyway, this guy stands up next to me. Grabs his M203 by the barrel, sets it on the ground with the butt of the rifle, the part that goes right here, the shoulder stock. Sets it on the ground. This genius lets go of it to go grab something with two hands. And this guy was Special Forces, by the way. He wasn't Special Forces yet, but he joined the Marine Corps. His job, his MOS, his military occupational specialty, was 0321, reconnaissance Marine, recon Marine. That's like the Special Forces of the Marine Corps. So this guy's supposed to be like Billy Badass. This idiot lets go of his rifle, and I'm sitting there doing whatever. The rifle does one of these things, and at the front of the rifle, you guys know, at the front of a rifle, you have your iron sights. It's a triangle-shaped thing made out of steel, very hard, and you use that to aim. And it's this little triangle point like this with a little piece of metal right there that you use to aim. So he lets go of his rifle, and it does this. And the triangle part of the rifle fell, if this is my foot, it fell right here, right on my metatarsals, cracked my metatarsal. So when you get injured like that in infantry training, they send you to the rehab platoon, the rehabilitation platoon. And that's basically where you have to sit and get better until you can go back into rotation, like back into training. But here's the problem. When you get healed up in infantry in rehab platoon, if it's just a couple of weeks or maybe a month or two, you go right back into where you were in infantry training. So if you're halfway through training, you go back into halfway with a new platoon, because there's new platoons that come in every week from boot camp. You just get put right back to where you were so you can finish. If you're in rehabilitation platoon for more than 3 months, you start infantry training all over again. So I was in rehabilitation platoon for almost 3 months because it's a cracked metatarsal. I was on crutches and I had a big boot on my ankle or on my foot. So in order to get back into rotation, so I didn't start over the freaking training, which would have been miserable, they make you run a PFT, a physical fitness test. In the Marine Corps, we run 3 miles, which is about 5 kilometers. And so in order to test that my foot is okay and that I'm able to go back, I got on a treadmill. It was like 2.5 months. Or no, it was like 2 months and 3 weeks. So like basically a week before I was supposed to get recycled, or would have to get recycled back to the beginning of infantry training. I get on a treadmill. I start running. Instant pain. Instant pain. It was so painful. It felt like pins and needles being shoved into every neuron. Neuron? No, there's no neurons in your foot. Nerve. Every nerve of my foot. It was just so painful. And by the end of it, I was hobbling. And I did it in like, I think you had to finish in like 27 minutes was the minimum amount of time. I finished it in like 26:30. Usually I can run 3 miles at that time in 18 minutes or less. So it was really bad. But I finished it, and like the doctors knew that I wasn't okay, but like they kind of had some common sense. They're like, this guy's already done with training. The last week of infantry training is just administrative stuff, so he's not even gonna have to do anything physical, so let's just put him back into rotation. So, this really tastes familiar. It's like something I've already eaten. I can't think of what it is. Anyway, so I go back into infantry training for the last week, and that's kind of like where the beginning of like all of my body just breaking down started. At 18 years old. And then it was about a week after infantry training, I was in my car back in Salt Lake City, driving down the road, and in the other lane next to me, I saw a friend of mine from high school who was 1 year behind me, so he was a senior in high school. And I was like, oh, I want to say hi to him. So I'm driving, and I lean over to roll the car window down, because this is the year 2000. All the cars were still manual roll down. So I leaned over to roll the window down. As I leaned over, I felt a pinch in my lower back, and I froze. Like I was leaned over like this, and I couldn't even see above the steering wheel. And I was like, what the hell? Bro, you've been so good. You've been so good. Just chill. So anyway, I pulled over, and like I could not even stand up. The pain in my lower back was so intense, and so I went to the doctor after that. They did an MRI, they took X-rays, and like, yeah, you have a crack in your disc, in your lower disc, your L4, L5. And I was like, what? And he's like, the doctor was like, have you done anything have you done any kind of like over the top physical activity? And I'm like, yeah, I joined the Marine Corps. Dude, this dog is out of control. I was like, yeah, I joined the Marine Corps infantry. He's like, well, that probably is what did it. So that was the start of my my military exercising. But I was thinking about that this morning, thinking about like how different my life would be if I'd never joined the military. And like, if I had the chance to go back and do it all again, you know, knowing what I know today, I know most people say they would do things the same way. I probably wouldn't join the Marine Corps, if I'm being honest with everyone. I really value the friendships that I made in the Marines. Those are lifelong friendships that were forged in just really shitty circumstances, and having that shared misery, that shared experience is what really binds people together, bonds them together for a long time. And that's why some of my best friends are from the Marine Corps. But I just don't know if I would do it again. You know, it was really taxing on my body. I spent a total of 3 years overseas, you know, away from my family, away from my friends, not going to college. It was just, it's a different life. And I was planning on retiring in the military too. But once I got home from Iraq, bro, poor dog's chained up, has nowhere to go. She's probably so bored. Once I got home from Iraq, I was just like, I felt it in my body. I was up for a promotion. I was a staff sergeant at the time, in charge of a platoon of Marines, so like 40, 50 Marines. And they kept dangling a promotion to gunnery sergeant. They're like, if you re-enlist for another 4 years, you'll be first in line for gunnery sergeant. I'm like, no. I'm like, I just can't. My body can't do it. So I got out, and now here we are. Let's see, I got discharged in 2011. 2010. I got discharged in 2010. Honorable discharge. So it's been 15 years. And like, my body is just like, I don't know. I've got an older brother who was in the military, but he was in the Army, never did infantry, anything like that. Has no problems. My two other brothers who joined the Army, they didn't have any problems. Bro, this dog is just pissing me off. Yeah, no one else in my family really has the physical, you know, problems that my body has. Long story short, guys, if you want to join the U.S. military, don't join the infantry. Don't join the infantry. Or do. You know what? I don't care. Do what you want to do, guys. But like, my dad was in the Army. My grandpa was in the Navy. We have, we're a military family. We have someone in our family that was in the military. Every generation, I think going all the way back to, I forget what French king it was, but like on my dad's side, our family's coat of arms, which if you guys aren't familiar with coat of arms, it's like a symbol for your family if you come from Europe. And our coat of arms has two axes on them. Anong ginagawa mo? Anong ginagawa mo? Gusto mo ng sticker? Ito, may sticker ako para sa'yo. Kids are so cute.
Sticker?
Oh, pwede! Basta ikaw! Of course! Paanong sabihin siyempre sa Ilocano? Anong siyempre sa Ilocano?
Siyempre!
Siyempre rin?
Yes.
One more!
Record.
Oh, sige.
Your Facebook page.
Alright.
Galing! Itag mo ako dyan, ha? Para mag-comment ako. Guys, Vinavlog ko kayo habang vinavlog nila ako.
Sa lahat ng mga Ilocano dito sa Bawang,
Wood!
shout out. Tsaka sa mga Ilocano kabagis, tsaka ano ba, sa mga Ilocano 1972. Lalo na kay National President Tom Toralba.
Galing.
Hello po.
Galing guys.
Isa pa. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Guys, it's too funny. Let's get a little bit more pancit on this rice before it gets cold. Hindi mo ako nakilala?
Hindi po.
Ala.
I will follow you.
O sige, ito ako.
Ay, lagi kong nakikita ito sa...
Sabi ko sa'yo!
nandito na kami. May advance Christmas kami.
Ala. May advance Christmas. Ano yung kanta na yon? Ibigay nyo na ang ating Christmas bonus. Sige, hingi na anong Christmas bonus. Sabi mo, may Christmas bonus ka eh. Bigyan mo ako.
Ikaw magbigay.
Ito yung Christmas bonus, yung sticker.
Yes. Yan ako to.
Oh, sige, thank you guys ha. Tatapusin ko ito muna. Guys, that's so funny.
Bye, sir.
Thank you ha. Hinga kayo.
Follow you.
Thank you. This is the first time I've been asked for a Christmas bonus, guys. Okay. I'm really excited for this pineapple, guys. This smells so freaking fresh. Pineapple ni Idols E3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We do not have pineapple like that in America. Wow, wow, wow. It's so juicy. Oh. Matakas, makatas. Makatas, matakas. I forget which one. How do you say juicy in Tagalog? It's either matakas or makatas or naimas. Ewan ko lang. I always mix up delicious. Not delicious, I always mix up the letters in juicy. So it's either matakas or makatas. So good, guys. This is a perfect way to finish your breakfast. That was a good meal. I'm like very, very well satiated. I think I've asked this before, but how do you say satiated in Tagalog? It's either like, not tamang-tama, satiated, where like you're not hungry and you're not also really full. Di ka masyadong mabusog o magutom. Sakto-sakto lang. Sakto lang, is that how you say it? I don't know. So good, guys. All right. Let's pay the bill. Because guys, here on our channel, no free food. You guys are fantastic supporters. Because of you, we get to leave big tips everywhere we go. Because these guys are part of my content. They are my partners. And we're going to bless them with some pera. Some revenue sharing, if you will. Nasaan pa si Kuya? Kuya, makana po yan sa akin.
5 lang kuya.
45? Totoo ba yun? Or presyo ng mga vlogger yun? 45. Sige, so 45. Kuya, may 2,000 ako para sa inyo. Keep the change po. Galing sa mga follower ko yan. So, binibigyan nila ako ng support sa pamamagitan ng views. Tapos, ipinapasa ko yan sa mga katutulad nyo.
Shout out sa mga pwedeng kumanto sa Karenderya ko, Adolf's Eatery. Nandito ngayon si Kuya Kurt. Bait-bait niya. Shout out din sa mga kasama ko sa grupo namin na Bawang Baykadahan at saka yung presidente namin si Kuya Sir Wilson at saka yung asawa ko at saka mga anak ko.
Galing! Sige, may shoutout guys!
Shout out sa GLJ, Sun and Gravel, sa boss namin si Genesis Carino.
Galing! Galing guys! Sige, thank you guys! Ingat kayo ha! What a great vlog guys! Sobrang bait ang mga tao dito sa Bawang guys. Sikat na sikat ako dito. I have many friends as you guys can see. So if you guys want to try Idol's Eatery dito sa Bawang, meron na akong audience dito. I have everybody staring at me. I hate vlogging when people are just watching me because it makes me feel so self-conscious. Because this is awkward, guys. Like holding a camera out like this and talking to it is so weird, and I'm still not used to it, even though I've been vlogging for a little over a year. And like the Philippines is the best place to vlog because they don't like people don't like hate vloggers. I mean, some people probably hate vloggers, but like in America, if you're out with a camera, like people just like despise you because a lot of times vloggers are just super nakakainis yung mga vlogger, diba? They can be very annoying and intrusive. That's why I try to be very mindful of who comes on camera. I always want to make sure I ask permission, just to make sure that people's privacy is kept. Anyway, guys, hope you had a good time with this vlog. I had a great time vlogging. I am busog na. We're gonna get on the scooter, head back to Agao. We have a couple more vlogs that we're doing here for 2 more days. Super excited to show you guys parts of the town where I used to live in Agao. I've been through Bawang before many times when I was a missionary, driving through like on a jeepney or bus. I've never stopped and like participated in looking around. So if you guys are gonna stick with me, you're gonna find some very entertaining, fun vlogs where we're gonna eat some local food. We're gonna give some money away. We're gonna practice my Tagalog at Basit Laing Iti Ilocano. That means just a little bit, konti lang ng Ilocano. It's gonna be some good times, guys. So, hanggang sa susunod ako si Kuya Kurt. Kita-kits.